Good morning to all of you. So far we have discussed the prime factorization method and we have calculated the prime factorization of the natural numbers. Now in today's lecture we will discuss how to find the square root of the rational number with perfect squares. Okay, perfect square we have already know now, the number which we can write in the form of multiplication of two exactly same numbers. So if root a upon b is there, so this is the rational number. So how to find the square root? You will find the square root of a individually and b individually, then you will get the value of this. For example, suppose if I want to find the square root of 9 upon 16. So we will find square root of 9 and square root of 16. So square root of 9 is 3, it is 4, so our answer is 3 upon 4. Then next is square root of decimal numbers. Okay, regarding square root of decimal numbers, if number of decimal places are odd, then number can never be a perfect square. Okay, if number of decimal places are odd, then that number can never be a perfect square. Suppose if I write 1.6, so if I want to find the square root of this, so see, after decimal only one number is there, so it is not a perfect square. And suppose if I write 0.16, so after decimal how many places are there? Two places are there, so it may or may not be a perfect square. Okay, so whenever you want to calculate the square root of the decimal numbers, what we will do, we will convert that decimal number into the rational number, then we will calculate the square root as usual that we calculate. So with this, let's do some questions of exercise 3.3 so that you can understand it better. Okay, so let's see few questions. Okay, remember the concepts, properties very well so that you can easily solve the questions. So let's start with the exercise 3.3 and very first question and very first part. Find the square root of 225 upon 289. So this is a rational number. So what we are going to do, we will calculate the square root of 225 and square root of 289 separately. Okay. Now if you do the prime factorization of 225, you will get 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 and 289 will be 17 into 17. So this is 3 into 5 upon 17. So our answer is 15 upon 17. Okay, then suppose if it is a mixed fraction like this. Okay, this is a mixed fraction. Okay, so you should not do the things like first you will calculate the mixed square root of mixed fraction, then 4 and then 25. Okay, do not do it like this, like square root of 29, then square root of 4, then square root of 25. Okay, it is absolutely wrong. This step is absolutely wrong. We have to convert this fraction into the improper fraction. So when we convert, I hope you all must be knowing how to convert it. So it is 729 upon 25. Then we will put the square root sign on this 729, and so this 729 is the square root of, let's do the prime factorization. So okay, this is its prime factorization, and 25 you already know, it is the square of 5. Okay, So it will give you 3 into 3 into 3 upon 5. Okay, let's write it 5 into 5. So it is 27 upon 5 is your answer. Understood? Okay, then we will calculate the square root of the decimal numbers, and I will tell you the method. Okay, so suppose if I have to calculate the square root of 2.56. Okay, so first thing that I am going to do, I am going to remove this decimal, so it becomes like this, 256 upon 100. Okay, we will remove the decimal. Then it's converted into a rational number, so it will be 256 upon square root of 100. And it may or may not be a perfect square, because after decimal even number of places are there. So what is root 256? We will do the prime factorization. Okay, like this, it is the prime factorization, you can do it. And this 100, okay, now this 100 I am going to write it like this, 10 into 10. Okay, so finally what I will get? I will get 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and this 10 will come out, so it is 16 upon 10. Then since our question was in terms of decimal, so we will leave the answer in decimal only. Okay. Then suppose a question is like this, 1049.76. So again we will write it as 104976 upon 100. Okay. Then we will put the square root sign on this number and 100. Next we will do the prime factorization of this number. So I am writing that. Okay, so we can write 1049.76 like this. Then this is the prime factorization of 1,04,976. So here you can see one pair of 2, again one pair of 2, then 3 is having the 4 pairs, and this 10 will come out. So we will get 324 upon 10, that is, our answer is 32.4. Okay, so these are the pairs that you can easily visualize now. Okay, like this you can find the square root of the decimal numbers. Now regarding the questions likes of 3, find the fraction which when multiplied by itself gives 84 whole 37 upon 121. So let's see that question. Okay, so in question number 3, so let fraction equal to x. And what is given? X into x equal to 84 whole 37 upon 121. So from here we will get x square equal to, and this we have to solve again. So when we solve, we will get 10201 upon 121. Okay. Then x square is 10201 upon 121. So what is our x? X will be Okay, I am erasing that part. Okay, so x is square root of 10201 upon 121. Again, this type of number, see 102 is 101 is actually divisible by 101 only. Okay. So for these type of numbers, I am going to discuss the long division method, but since we have solved it, so it is 101 upon 11, or we can write 9 like this. Okay. So this is our fraction 9 whole 2 upon 11. Now so question number 5, find find a decimal number. So again, let number equal to x. So when it is multiplied by itself, that is x into x, it will give the result as 14.2884. So x square is 14.2884. So let's remove the decimal, and I have 4 zeros here. So what is x? X will be square root of 14.2884 upon 10,000 like this. So again we will do the prime factorization of this 1,42,884, and this 10,000, again see 4 zeros are there, so you can write it as 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. Okay, otherwise its prime factorization will be very lengthy. So this will be, so let's write the prime factorization of this. So let's write the prime factorization of this. It is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Then 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. Okay. Upon 10 into 10. So finally our answer will be 2 into 3 into 3 and one more 3 into 7 upon 100. So it is 378 upon 100, or we can say that 3.78. Okay. Then again, area of a square is given as 9092.16, and we have to find the length of its side. So same concept we will be using like we have used in the previous class, but this time the area is given in terms of the decimal. Okay, so let's see the last question. Let side equal to a. So we know that a square equal to 92.16, or it is 9216 upon 100. So what is a? A will be square root of 9216 upon 100. Then we can write it 9216 upon square root of 100. Okay. Then we will write the prime factorization of this number. So let's write the prime factorization of 9216. So it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, 10 times 2 will be there. Then 1 is 3. And this 100 we will write it as 10 into 10. Okay, so here is square root sign, and here also square root sign. So what is the value of a then? value of A is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 upon 10, that is 96 upon 10, or we can say that 9.6 centimeter. Okay. So in this manner we can calculate the length of the side. So in this exercise we have seen few large numbers whose long division was very much lengthy, and sometimes the long division is having the bigger prime factors. So for those type of questions where it is difficult for us to find the prime factorization due to their large size or having the large prime factor, so for those type of numbers we will use the long division method, and which is the very useful method. So in the next class we will discuss about the long division method. Thank you.